I know I haven't been on here in a minute, you know. I've been kind of busy doing other things. I've got videos and stuff I've been recording for that series, and trying to find the right time to kind of get all that done is challenging. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys just a couple of minutes to get on here before I talk too much. That way I don't have to repeat myself. Try to get this keto energy shot down here. Yuck. Oh, God, this shit's sour. You guys just missed the morning Marysville train. I know you're so disappointed. You're like, damn, man, how many times that train come down through this fucking town? I can't tell you. You know, I just told myself that I wasn't going to cuss too. And I'm like, here I am. Not even 2 minutes into the stream and I'm cussing. Okay. Maybe if I have my grandma sitting next to me when I do my stream, it'd be a lot easier. She could just flick me in the mouth like she likes to do. You have a potty mouth. Whack. Seriously, woman? Yeah, right. Me talk to my grandma like that? You're fucking funny. She'd bop me upside the head with a spatula in no time. If I was lucky, she'd bop me. More like break the thing upside my skull. Okay. That's one thing I learned real quick. You don't backmouth your grandma. Especially when you got a grandma like mine. She is savage, man. She ain't the little nice old lady that, you know, cooks cookies and, oh, come on in, dear. You know? She's like, you want to make cookies? Well, get your damn cookies and shut the hell up. I have no sympathy for you. And, you know? I don't know, man. She's actually pretty sympathetic sometimes, but she's pretty savage, too. All right, so can I check private message? You know, I think I just saw your name in my inbox. Did I respond to you yet? I can't remember. I've had so many people message me. You want me to check it on a live stream? Because I can. I just don't know if you want me to, you know, broadcast it, because I don't know what you said. Or would you rather me wait until I'm not streaming? Either way, it don't matter to me. So, for those of you who are wondering, I put up a video this morning talking about the contest of mayors and your rotating tasks, because I feel like a lot of people could benefit from that. It was like a revelation, or that's kind of the word I want to use, because I was like sitting there and I'm like talking to this lady, and she's from another country, and her choices just made no sense to me. And then she kind of explained why she was making the choices she made, and then it made even less sense to me. And then I realized that somewhere my advice, it's amazing how I can say something and people can take that something and they can all hear it and understand it in a completely different way. You know, she was under the impression that a loop was a bad thing, you know, and that you want to try to avoid loops at all costs. So she wasn't doing certain tasks because she was afraid they were going to put her into a loop. And you know, I'm just like, what? You know, you can always break a loop. Fuck. So it was interesting. But anyways, so for those of you who are struggling with the contest of mayors, or even if you're not and you're still kind of learning or whatever, you really should take a look at the video that I'm uploading. I don't know if it's done yet, but it's going up right now as we speak, because it's something that I don't think I've really talked about before, and it's how to break your list down into kind of 3 different segments, and that is rotating tasks, main tasks, and no touchy task. Okay? All right, so let's see. When I saw you guys last time, I had kind of redone the first part of my city here. Right here. I don't know if anybody here right now was here for this, but yes, I called the Stonehenge the graveyard, and I got rid of my graveyard. I don't know why I call it that, but I do. Just shut up, Lo. I already know. Okay, so I decided to put the cabins here. I don't know if I like it yet or not. I'm kind of on the fence about this. It almost, and I don't know if it's just because I'm so used to having so much water, but it almost looks like there's a little too much land down here at the bottom. But then again, it also looks good because of the way that it conforms. I think part of my problem is that the delta is out of place. I think I need to move the delta like over here so it matches, you know, where the water ends. I haven't arranged any of my beach stuff, honestly. I've just been super busy doing the Escape the Darkness series, and that series, it's not like I can just pick up the mic and just yak away. It's something I have to mentally bring myself back to that time in my life, and it's not easy, you know, so I have to be in the right mood for it. And you don't really usually try to go back and relive a traumatic experience, so it's definitely a challenge finding the right time to record that. So that's why I haven't been streaming as much, because I've been trying to get that done. But okay, so let's see here. Let's move this over. For those of you who haven't watched it, I made it into 2 sections. I was like, all right, we're going to do Finding Neverland as the more happier side of my life. Well, if you haven't noticed, there's 1 episode. So I'm kind of starting to wonder if I ever had any happy moments. That's pretty bad, isn't it? I'm like, well, gee, this is going to be interesting. Might need a lawyer for this, but whatever. Okay, so I think up here is, let me buy all my VU here real quick. That way I can donate it to CPT. All right, I've got way too many gold tokens at this current moment because of the latest pass. Okay, so this top corner here, if you guys haven't noticed, hang on just a second here. I have kind of tore this whole thing up here, and I haven't figured out what I want to do. I don't know, because I have coverage up here, I haven't decided if I want to put like homes right here, if I want to cancel out this river that goes up to the left here and just kind of island this off, if I want to do an island of something else right, you know, where this one little area is here. I don't know. So I'm kind of on the fence about what I want to do here. I think I might take out this little river right here and then just kind of island off this section here is probably what I'm going to do. But I need to make sure that this is connected to the main. Okay, so that's connected there, which goes to here, which goes to there, which goes up and around. I don't think that connects though. Hang on, let me double check. Okay. Yeah. So, and then the fact that these are Omega roads, I haven't wanted to bulldoze them just yet. I could extend the little island here, which is kind of what I'm thinking I might do. Let's just take this, scoot this over, put another house here. I am going to be looking at a couple of kind of city designs today. We're going to go over to Steiner Hill City and see what he's got going on. I know he made a couple of changes, so. Okay. I've honestly been really trying to design this back corner for a long time. The problem with this back corner is this is where I had to put everything that I hate. So like the services, the stupid mayor's mansion, the Omega stuff, all the stuff that I hated, I put up in this top right corner so that I didn't have to look at it. So I'm trying to make this kind of blend as much as I can up here, but let's see. Oh, there's the 600. Jesus. Well, I guess at least the first couple are cheap. They probably go up in price, like always. Okay. Let's see. I do like the fact that they gave us red walls, though. At least it's something different. Not too keen on this current pass, but whatever. Okay, so this area here, I just filled it in with little shops and stuff, which I don't have to do that now because I actually have coverage. I just haven't converted any mountain epics on this particular map in a while, which I should probably start doing, but I didn't have a 4th Maxis until recently, so I haven't cared to mess with it much. But I think I'm going to do a different display. Let me see what I got going on for this real quick, so I have to get a couple of things unlocked here on the... Ooh, shit, I forgot all about that stupid task. Damn it. Okay. We're going to travel over to my other maps real quick, see if I can get this done super quick. And then we're going to go see Steiner Hill's map and see what he managed to accomplish the last couple of days. Okay. And I'm too late on that. So, let's see. Anybody else been designing anything? Or I had one guy post on the Facebook group. He actually did a really good job. He did his water... and it kind of zigzagged through a city. It looked really cool. Okay. And that one's not there. Typical. I haven't done anything on this map, really. The freeway, well, not the freeway, it was in the middle of the city, actually. If anybody here watches my Escape the Darkness series, they know exactly what I'm talking about. I was driving, I was doing a video, but it's, you know, when I do my videos, like streams, I park, but when I just record and I just talk, I drive, because I'm not doing anything on the screen anyways. But I'm driving down the, damn, man, I don't have any of the stuff I need for this stuff. Did I go to Sunny? I don't think I went to Sunny or Green Valley yet. I'm driving down the road, and I'm just parked at a stoplight, you know, and anybody from the Washington area knows what Broadway is in Everett. It's kind of like a little ghetto main strip, you know, about 35 miles an hour, but it's the strip with all the crack shack motels and things like that. So I'm headed back to Marysville because that was the only way to go unless you wanted to get on the freeway. And I'm like, okay, dude, screw this. This is stupid. I hate this task. I'm not trying to win, so I don't give a damn. I don't even know if I have enough to do that. Okay, but anyways, I'm driving and I'm sitting at a stoplight. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. It's dark as hell. And there's like nobody out, you know. There was one lady to the right of me. We were just sitting there, and then this dude in this. It's like a black SUV. It looked almost like one of those Honda CRVs, like it was mid-sized SUV, and it was all dented up in the front, and it was total tweaker mobile. Like, you could just tell. You know what I mean? It was all smashed up. It had, like, bungee cords holding shit together. And it had one of those white plastic carriers on the top, so it was very distinctive. You could really point it out if you had to. And as he's passing through the intersection, because he's turning kind of in front of me and going from the direction I came, he cranks his head. Like, dude probably cranked his head so fucking hard he spun the bitch around. Like, cranks his head hard. And I'm like he's mugging my ass. Like, he knows me, you know? And of course I'm trying to see who it is, because I'm like, oh, is this somebody I know, or is this dude just crazy? And I'm like, dude, what the hell? Dude was maybe 40. I don't know. He could have been 50. Maybe the meth just fucked him up. I don't know what. But anyways, he was old as hell. He had a red beanie on, and he had, like, most of his teeth were missing. And he was so furious. Like, I haven't been this mad at somebody in a long time, furious. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? This dude's off his rocker. He must think that I'm somebody else, because I sure as hell ain't whoever he's mad at. And I'm thinking, dude, I don't know you, man. And so I'm looking in my rearview mirror, and all of a sudden, he flips a bitch. And I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. And I was actually recording when this happened. And I'm talking on the recording, and I'm like, this isn't good. And so I pull into the light turns green, so I pull into up to the next light, which wasn't very far. And he comes, like he's going to come alongside me, so I go into the left turn lane. And so he goes, like he's turning left. And then the lady that was next to me, she could tell something was wrong just by the way he was acting and by my demeanor and everything. And so she gets scared, and she turns right on red, making the spot next to me open. So he floors it and gets right alongside me, and he starts screaming at the top of his lungs. Now, he didn't roll down his window, so I'm going to go ahead and take a guess that it didn't work. But he's screaming at the top of his lungs, pull the fucking car over, pull the car over. I'm like, ha, yeah, you're funny. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull the car over, you know? And I floor it through the red light, okay? He floors it through the red light. So now we're doing like 70 down Broadway. And I'm like, seriously, dude? I don't know you. And he's like trying to run me off the road. And I'm like, all right, this is stupid. So I carry a gun, you know? And I really thought, I'm going to have to use it. You know what I mean? Like, this dude is crazy. And so I call the cops. Police come out. And he takes off. The moment I reach for my phone, he bolts, right? Cops come out, and they fucking... I've had a lot of weird instances with road rage and stuff. And I'll tell you one thing. I have never seen the cops react this way. They had the place so warmed. Like, they have an idea who he is, like he's done this before kind of thing. And they gave me a police escort back to Marysville, where Marysville police were waiting on the other side of the bridge. So they had to be pretty damn concerned. But basically the way the cop reiterated it to me is he was 99.9% sure that he was planning to carjack or kidnap me. And I'm like, no, really? You don't say? Like, fuck. You think? And he's like, you know, your car is one of those cars that a lot of people want. And I'm thinking, yeah, okay, then, you know, you're right. They are, but I don't understand that. That's just crazy. But anyway, it was a interesting experience. And I can't really say all the other shit that went on because I have a stalker issue. But it's definitely crazy out here. I will say that. So don't be surprised if one day I just disappear. Fuck. People are crazy. Okay, so how do I like the new season pass? I don't. There you go. That's how I feel about it. It sucks. There you fucking go. I did do 2 videos. I did the one where I leaked it before the pass actually came out. I put them all out on the main map and whatnot. And then I did one yesterday. But as per usual, the buildings are very, very tiny. The detail, you have to zoom all the way in to really see much of anything. I do like the walls because I think I can do something cool with them on the cactus map. And I'll show you this. This here, I like how this one has a city event, but the building itself sucks. And then this building here, it doesn't look anything like the way it looks on the map as opposed to the picture. It looks nothing like that. And this is about the only building I like in this whole pass, and it's not that great. It's just the best one out of all of them. And I'm really hoping they do something better for season 13. But lately, I don't know, man. I don't have much hope in these people. I think that we need to swarm their inbox and just bombard them with, you need to do better buildings because we're sick of this garbage you give us content, They've been giving out shitty content and making us pay for it and work for it. Whereas before, we didn't even have to pay for it. We just had to work for it, And so, I don't know. I don't know what their plans are as far as, this game goes, but it kind of seems like they're just trying to get whatever money they can out of it, And they're not really putting a whole lot of effort into it, unfortunately. That's just kind of how I feel about it. I don't know if they are, maybe they're making other games and they just want to fund that, but they make a pretty penny off SimCity, I tell you that right now. Okay, so let me get this taken care of, and then I think we're going to go over to Steiner Hill's map here and see what he got done. I'm kind of prepping for another timed epic. I don't know when I'm going to do it yet, but it's something that I'm considering because I need to get some epics done here. I don't have any glue for my next epic, so I'm going to make that. And then I've got the rolls, apparently. So I don't need rolls. Yep, got 48 of them suckers, so I'm good there. Probably going to need smoothies and coffee. Yippee. Okay, so why is my factory turned the wrong way? What the hell happened here? That's my OCD for you. Okay. Yeah, I try not to be a burden to the people in my group because they're at a different stage in their game, They're trying to do good and better, and I'm here to help them. So, I mean, I've pretty much got my shit figured out, So I try to do my own thing, and then if I really need something, I'll ask or whatever. But everything that they sell me that isn't on their profitable list, in a sense, it costs them money, right? So I try not to do that because they really need to keep their stuff for the contests and stuff. Okay. I mean, essentially, I'm just, glorifying this. I'm not, in the same position that they are. For instance, I gave CPT all my VU yesterday so that he would have it for the contest, and then I gave away half of it to somebody else, but I used the Moto G7 power. All right, let's go to Steiner Hills. See what we got going on here. Okay. And it always takes me to the wrong map. Anybody else, if you guys want me to review your city, all you have to do is hit me up on Facebook, send me a friend request, or tell me that you want me to review your city. As long as I can travel to it, I can review it, and I already like what I see. That looks really badass. That looks so much better. Wow. Okay. I can deal with this. This is looking good. I'm surprised. Very, very surprised right now. Okay, give me a second. I gotta analyze this. That's what it is. A Motorola G7 Power. Let's see. I mean, I like it. You know, I do. I really like it. I think I might put a tree right here to kind of block this corner off. But I also see why you didn't do that, to make it appear as though you have more water there. Let's see. You know what you might do, honestly? Hang on just a second. Okay. If it were me, I would bring every one of these houses down one notch, move this movie theater back one notch, and that way you can widen this water area right here just a little bit, because this looks bad. You know, like right here, there's too little water, and the way that it conforms, it looks blotchy. But if you move everything back a notch, and you're doing the same thing, but you're giving yourself 4 extra spaces. And this will allow you to either put more trees, or, you know, what you should do really is put a couple more pieces of water, and then you'll be able to hide that roadway better. So definitely I would really consider doing that, because it'll make it look so much better. And then maybe right here, somewhere in the middle, maybe even a couple spots, like maybe 3 spots along this road, this river. Maybe put like 2 palm trees kind of in the center, or off to the side right here, or a different kind of tree or whatever, just so that it doesn't look so straight. You know what I mean? Like it looks very, I don't know how to explain it. Like structured, like humans just came by and planted trees strategically to be straight down this perfect river. Whereas if you were to have like 1 or 2 palm trees that kind of stuck off to the side over here, and like 1 or 2 up here, it would look more natural, is what I'm trying to say. But I really like what you did. I really hate how it went dark. Okay. Let me check your guys' comments here. Hang on. Okay, Wilson, that sounds good. I don't know. Without seeing your list, I don't know if it's the right choice, but I'm assuming that you're doing your highest task that you can. That's the most logical. But either way, just take your screenshots, send them in to me, and I'll review them when I can. Okay, so what do you mean? Is it okay to ask for war items? You can ask for war items, but I can't give them to you unless you're in my group. So, okay, so let's see. Let's see what you give me. 2 electrical? Are you serious? Wow, cheap bastards. Okay, right here at the end of this little road here, I would put a different tree, maybe another yellow tree. That way you can block off this corner. This is just fine-tuning stuff. You did a really good job. You really, really did. I really like the, whatever you call this. The thing in the middle, I don't know. I like it, but then again, I don't know. I'm almost thinking that something else might look better there. I just don't know what. And I can't remember. You know that I think it was a park, but it was like a tent. It was like a white tent, and it kind of, I think you might have it. I thought I saw it on your map somewhere here. It used to be over here, I think. But it looks similar to the picture that you showed me when you had sent your pictures in or whatever. I don't know. I would consider putting something else there. And yes, I do play other games. I just haven't been playing a whole lot of other games lately. But yes, I do. I play Realm. I play Fortnite sometimes, but I suck at that. Diablo 2, Diablo 3. I used to play a lot of Diablo 3. I don't play it anymore. I was into a lot of RPGs. I used to play a lot of Nintendo games like Mario, Donkey Kong, Mario Kart. Honestly, I play a lot of the more strategic games, things that kind of require thought, or I do play some shooter games, and RPGs have usually been my go-to, but there's not really, honestly, not a lot of RPGs that appeal to me. Like, I hate Path of Exile. That one sucks. And Diablo 3 they just destroyed, so yeah. Okay, so as for what you're going to do up here, I don't know what you got planned for this top corner here. I'm thinking role playing. So basically, like, where you get a character, you build up your character, you increase their stats, you upgrade their equipment, you have like skills that you upgrade and utilize, stuff like that. Let's see. Have you ever heard of Trine? That was a really badass game. That's kind of what I mean by the more strategic games. So Trine, you kind of cycle between three characters, and they each have their own ability, and then you have to find your way through the map. So, like, one can draw boxes, the other one can, like, she can latch onto stuff and fly. And then the other guy, he has a sword and he can break through things. So you have to, like, it's like a puzzle game. You have to figure out, okay, well, this guy can draw boxes and she can do this. And you find your way all the way through this map. And it's like this little mystical platform game. It's kind of cool. I like this. Well, no, SimCity is RTS, real-time strategy game. So it's obviously real-time and it's strategy. But you're not really leveling up a character and all that. You're basically taking your time and managing it the best that you can in a strategic manner to accomplish whatever goal it is you set for yourself. And so you can kind of go about it in any way that you want. So you're more into, if you like stuff like SimCity, you're more into RTS. Honestly, I played a lot of just random games. SimCity, I can't explain why it's so addicting. I've tried, but I think a lot of it is the connection you make with your city. Does that make sense? Like, it's when you go home and you're on your PS4 and you have to play like your shooter games and things like that, you don't have it in your pocket. It's not with you at work, or it requires your intense, deep thought. Whereas SimCity, you can be an intense thought, or you can not be. You can pick it up at work for 10 minutes and then you can set it down. You don't have to be 100% intrigued and all there, and it doesn't cost so much energy mentally most of the time. There's times where it does, but you can choose when that needs to be. Whereas like a Mario level or something, it's like go go go. And I think a lot of people, they get that kind of at home routine feeling of like, okay, I wake up in the morning, I drink my coffee, I refill my shops. I think they like the routine and the familiar strategy to kind of constantly be doing something. Does that make sense? I think that's what people like about it, which is why people get attached to their cities, That's why I try to make it as beautiful as possible, because essentially everything that you do, all the time that you spend on the game, you want to have something to show for your time, right? You want to say, in the time that I've played, this is what I've accomplished. And you're going to feel so much better when you look at your map and you see something that looks nice versus just some basic city. Okay, So, Steiner, I am going to say that I do like what you've done. I know you're still working on this top area. I'm not 100% sure what you wanted to do kind of up here. I've got a couple ideas I'm going to throw your way. Like we've discussed, that Eiffel Tower, or I don't know, maybe some other kind of, I don't know, building.